Hi, welcome to Moments with Mimi. And today we're going to talk about manifesting money versus what others say that you can't really do that unless you are, unless you have a proportional value offered. And, this is a really big fallacy. It's a misconception. So a lot of them are telling you you have to do something, you have to earn something, you have to do this or that. And this one man quoted the Bible, and he quoted Genesis. Let's see, I have it here. He quoted Genesis, the 3rd chapter, the 19th verse. Let's take a look, shall we? Yes, let's. And so this is how something gets taken out of context, out of the Bible, and you lose the meaning of it. So verse 19, 3rd chapter of Genesis. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken, you are dust, and to dust you shall return. This goes back to the tree of knowledge. You're in the story. And this is the part of the story, and this begins up here at up at verse 8. Here comes consciousness. What have you done? He tricked me into eating that fruit. He said, oh, you go out into the world and crawl on your belly like a reptile. The greatest thing ever, right? Divine love. And then it goes down and it states, he's going on and on about, and woman, between you and woman, and between you and your seed and her seed, he shall bruise your head. And you shall bruise his heel. Y'all gonna beat each other up. Y'all be victims of bullies. Go on, get out of here. You're gonna hurt when you have babies now. You understand? In pain you shall bring forth children. And to Adam he said, because you've listened to your wife, not your own I am, but to somebody else, you have eaten the tree of the fruit, of which I commanded you not to eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it shall bring forth to you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. In the sweat of your face you shall eat bread, till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken. You are dust, and to dust you shall return. It's just the story. You're going to go out there and experience hell now. Bye. You had to know, huh? There you go. Here you go. But it's the play, okay? He's in the dream, and he has to go experience life, the good and the bad, because he ate it, before he can realize he never left Eden to begin with. And this is the show. The show has begun. And so you're going to toil in the dirt to get your food and get everything else when it was all provided to you. But you don't really have to. But that's what you think, because you're in the dream. So this man is quoting the dream, and the idea is to come out of the dream. And he's quoting the beginning of the dream. So yeah, you go out, you suffer, you do things, you earn a living, you work hard, all that good stuff. But you can manifest money once you've come out of the dream. Okay, you've come out of the dream. You've been led to these laws. You've come out of the dream, and now you've discovered, who you are and what you can do. So, I tell you to go to Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 through 34. Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you shall eat and what you shall drink, nor about your body, what you shall put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And which of you, by being anxious, can add 1 cubit to this span of life? And why are you anxious about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is alive, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O men of little faith? Therefore do not be anxious, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the Gentiles seek all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them all. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be yours as well. Therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Let the day's own trouble be sufficient for the day. In other words, what makes you think God's going to provide all to the crows and adorn the fields with the lilies and not adorn you and feed you? So, men of little faith, go within and request what you want and you can have it. The idea of manifesting money, is a twofold thing. You want some savings, financial security for providing for any desire that you may have that may come up. So it's really about accepting that all your desires have been met. Now this, you got to serve, caca is just that, caca, okay? For crying out loud. The universe and all within it is inside you, and you made it, and you project it out. It's all yours. You don't have to earn a thing, okay? The idea is to break away from that. That is the victim mentality that was set up at the beginning of the story, okay? You can't know you're a divine being. Okay? Go out there. Go out there and suffer. Suffer like a man. Look at the world objectively now. See the good, see the bad, see the good, see the bad. Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Is it good? Is it good? And then now embrace it all, love it all, and know that money is just a medium of exchange, and you're exchanging love and ideas. I love the idea of that purse. Thank you, Father. I accept that purse. That purse or the money to get that purse will come to you. Because of you don't know what beliefs it will get wrapped up in, you go to the end. You don't think about, I want 50,000 for the Lamborghini. You think I have the Lamborghini. And then somebody gives you a Lamborghini, or you get 50,000 and you go buy one. It's what's in your heart, and your imagination knows what you would do with the money if it gave you the money. So sometimes things come to you from others. They're gifts given to you. You want it, okay, this guy doesn't want it anymore, and now you can have it. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So there's only one being here. So you ask, and by going within, you accept the desire. All your desires are met. You're not worried about it one way or another. if you want to manifest money, you go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. The idea is, like Neville had described about one of the women who came to hear him speak, she only wanted money and more money and more money. She didn't care about people or being happy or anything like that. And her life was just filled with, how can I get some more money? And it was sad. And she was using the law, to get stuff and get money. You can do that. It's not going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop you from getting that. These people who say you have to serve, that you have to, offer some kind of value proportional to the money that you want to get, that's caca. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. Okay? Absolutely none. That means you're enslaving yourself. Oh, I gotta do this or I can't have that. You can have anything you want. All you gotta do is go and accept it. You think your imagination doesn't know what desire it sent you? Hello? There's only one being here. Who are you serving? Yourself. So if you're truly serving yourself, what you need to be doing is what you love. What do you love to do? I don't care what it is. Is it music? And you love playing the music. You love writing the music. You love making the music. You love dancing to the music. What is it? What do you love to do? I love networks. I want to play in the networks. I love writing apps. I want to write apps. I love making YouTube videos. I want to make YouTube videos. Whatever. Whatever it is. Do what you love. And, do it with passion. So even if you're seeing the world objectively, you know the laws, you're using it to get you stuff, and money, and you don't serve another. Some people think they have to go out and give to charities, and that's some more caca. You need to think about what you're doing is what you need to do, and you need to do what you love. So you're happy and enjoying life and are joyful living every day and grateful to be alive. Most people are working at a job that they dislike. They don't like it. Never thought they'd be that. They didn't want to do it. They don't want to do it. I can't make a living doing this. Why not? Why not? What makes you think you can? Somebody told you. That's what. So it's, once you're clicking and using these laws, you can manifest money. You don't owe yourself anything. You serve yourself. Everybody's serving you. Everyone was created because you had a thought and a belief about something. They were created to show you that. Go do what you love and do it with passion. And, eventually you're going to, if you're looking at the world objectively, you're going to get kicked around enough times where you're going to say, why? Why is this going on? And you're going to be led right back to these laws. And it's you, it's you, it's you. It's you. And what you really need to understand is there's nothing wrong with giving your money and helping others. Just understand what you're doing. If you give money to fight the war on hunger, then you're saying, I believe the outside world can end hunger and that it's a war. And you're saying hunger, you believe in hunger. Give to a charity that says we fill up bellies. Okay, their name is We Fill Bellies. If their mission statement is we fight hunger, no, don't give to them. They're not thinking the right way. They're just making more hunger. If the people who are thinking about filling up bellies are going to have the juju going for them. Okay. So my husband calls it the juju. And this is, imagination's got your back. God and man coming to the rescue. So it's that kind of thing. You don't open a restaurant, for example, and say anyone can eat here. Doesn't matter if you have the money for it or not. And those of you who can afford, we hope that you will, pay what you think it's worth and maybe a little more, so that those who can't pay can have the meal. This is wrong. This wrong-headed thinking. You've set the seeds of your destruction up right there. They can't afford it, poor them. And you go under because nobody's giving. And it's not because they're mean, they're just showing you what you believed. Okay? Hey, I made this restaurant. No, I don't care if you can, pay for it or not. If you can't pay for it, put your name up there with your phone number and, come wash some dishes, come clean some onions, come peel some potatoes, come do something to help us out, and that'd be great. I don't know, I'm just, ideas. But anyways, you don't have to give out value proportional to the amount that you're trying to manifest, for sure, and you don't have to earn a thing. It's your world. You're the king of your world. The king watches. The king makes sure that thoughts that would mess with his world, therefore drawing in people who would mess with his world, are not allowed. Okay? He's the king. He's the watcher. He makes sure everything's in harmony. Unity, harmony, and love. That's priceless. And he's going to get all kinds of prosperity and abundance. And most people don't understand that, they think they're separate from it. That oak tree with the zillion oak leaves and the branches, and it has everything it needs to make the acorns that feed the squirrels that, make a new tree. It's no different than you, okay? You are loved. You are precious. You have only to believe that all things are yours and that you are part of the life principle. You are expressing it, and you are alive, and therefore all of life is prosperous, rich, abundant, healthy, wealthy, and fulfilling. All of life is this. Everything is. A flower, a tree, a dog, a cat, a spider, a germ. They all are that way. And so are you. You're the one who's been telling yourself the caca that you're not. You're the one who's separated yourself from everyone else, from everything else. You think everything else is all in unity and harmony, but you're part of it. You're the one expressing it. You're the one weaving it. You made that oak tree. You made that sea of grass with those beautiful lilies that crown it. You. So it's what you think. These people are silly and they live in objective land, and that's goes back to the video on gurus. It's you don't know. No, I'm not saying don't do something. I'm saying go do what you love to do. And don't turn it into something that becomes work, because now you're worrying about the dollar and not what you love to do. And this is what is meant by the love of money. Okay, love what you do. You don't love the money it brings you. The money comes to you because you love what you do. When you stop loving what you do and worrying about the money, it becomes work. Okay? Now you're earning it and you're looking at it from it objectively, and you're going down into a pit instead of just loving what you do. I just thought, that's great. I'm glad I got a raise. You know, did it. You know, you don't care about the raise. You know that your work speaks for itself, and you know you love your work. So you love what you do, and it shows. So I hope this helps. This was a special request. So I hope it clarifies a little bit. It's important because it's a victim trap. That's all it is. You know, if someone says you have to serve others, that's a victim trap because they see the world objectively. They see others. There are no others. It's all you. It's all you in another costume serving you, or and doing whatever you want. Oh, you want to bully? Okay, yes. Bam, 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 bam. Was there more? Was that good? Do you want some more? It's this kind of thing. And so if you turn away from what you love and now you're worried about the money, well, now here come, the injuries and your pay gets cut and all this other stuff. And instead of just, loving what you were doing. And if you're doing something that you don't love, you're a janitor, but you're happy you're a janitor because it's a job and you're happy you have the job. And you're going to be the best janitor you can be. And you find joy in the tasks of being a janitor, and you focus on the tasks of being the best janitor you can be, and you imagine what you really want to be. While you learn to be the best manager, you focused your mind, and now while you're scrubbing, you don't have to think about scrubbing it really good. Now you go into your imagination, and you be the best you can, thing you whatever you want to be, and it comes to you, because you're always trying to be your best, no matter what's handed to you, and so it just starts coming to you. And this is what, Jackie Chan means in The Karate Kid, Kung Fu's and everything. It's how you take off the jacket. It's how you put on the jacket. It's how you paint the fence. It's how you brush the sand. It's how you wax the car. It's everything. It's everything. You focus. And that's all you think about is that task, that endeavor. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to focus on this. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to hit the ball. I'm not going to sin. Sin means missing the mark. I'm going to hit the target. I'm going to hit the ball. I'm not going to strike out. And that's, what's happening. And it's in all things. And so you can, say, I've been dealt a bad hand. No, you did it. Now make the best of it. Turn the lemons into lemonade and move on. Keep knowing. There's always a better way. You can always do it better. There's always another way. And maybe this way is not the right way for you. But you don't serve others. Giving to charities is a real pothole. It's, saying I believe in cancer, and I believe in muscular dystrophy, and I believe in diabetes, and I believe in mental health issues. And no, I'm sorry, you're perfect. There's nothing wrong. The only thing that's wrong is the love got taken away. That's it. So start loving yourself and know that God provides all for the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, and you are no less than they are. So you are provided for as well. All you have to do is say, all my needs are met in every moment of time and point in space. All my desires are met. I have no desires. I accept every desire that imagination sends me. I accept it. I know it's all good. I'm in heaven. I live in heaven. And heaven is beautiful and gets more beautiful every day. And it gets more prosperous and abundant. And life just grows and grows and grows. And I know I'm alive. It's all good. So I hope this helps in some way. And blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for being you.